What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. We're going to be looking at these on the 1-day time frame, so each candle is going to represent a day. What I want to do is talk about the critical area we're coming up to in Bitcoin here, and that's also going to play a factor for Ethereum and Litecoin. So if you guys get some from these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It's always appreciated. Like I said, guys, thank you for the 100 people who typically always give me those thumbs up. You guys are the ones driving this channel, and I really appreciate it. So let's dig into this. So last video we were talking about when we were looking at Bitcoin here, what we wanted to see was a candle close outside of this trend line, a daily candle close, and we ended up getting it. Came on heavy volume as well, above average volume, so that was a good thing. Guys, now what we're approaching is essentially this overhead resistance area at 48,380, and that's also going to correlate with this red downtrend, because we also have to remember here, since our top at about April 14th, we have now been in just a macro downtrend. You can see we've had these big lower highs here. So if we came up to this area and we saw rejection, this would just be a lower high, and then we'd probably have to go down lower, find some support, try it again. So if we're able to get up through this red trend line, I believe that's what would take us up to new all-time highs, if we're able to break out of that. Because guys, essentially, you know, we've been in this for a long time here. We have not made a new macro higher high since, you know, that April 14th when we hit our top. So it'd be so important for us to get over top of that, and that's what could potentially propel us to $100,000 or more. But right now we have to look at these critical areas and say, all right, are we going to be able to get up through this, you know, 48,300, we'll call it? Are we going to be able to get up through that 50,000, that big psychological round number? That's going to be another area that we must get up through and turn that into support. So really watch this level up here, guys. It's going to be that 40, call it 47,000 up to $50,000. It's going to be a really big range for us, and we need to get up through that on volume. So what I want to show you here, the money flow right now has been in the green. The VWAP has been in the positive. We are starting to turn to the downside a little bit there, but we are still in the positive. So those are two things that I wanted to point out for you. I always like to take a look at the money flow. So just take a little better look at that. You can take a look here, and we just need to gain some strength, continue to get volume coming in. That's the main thing for us to get up through these higher levels. So that's going to be Bitcoin. So really watch those areas, put them on your charts. The next one we're going to go to, take a look at Ethereum. So for Ethereum, we have broken out of our downtrend. So you can see this is our downtrend line here. Main thing you want to watch out for, guys, if we do get some type of retracement, it would be a back test of this trend line. That can happen. But right now, this did come on heavier volume. So what I'm hoping for is that we can just continue this move to the upside and challenge, we'll call it $3,609. It's going to be overhead resistance. Then it's going to be up to around that $4,000. Same deal, that big round psychological number, just like Bitcoin dealing with $50,000. You have to watch that. So for Ethereum, we are trading up above our 200 moving average right here. So that's an important area for us to hold. And what I have this on is Fibonacci candles, and that'll kind of help you stay with the trend. So you can see back here how it stayed green that entire time for the uptrend. Then we consolidated sideways, had just a little bit of red here. On light volume, we pushed up again, and then we had that heavy volume sell-off here. And guys, look, this is why volume is so important when we're in this downtrend. Heavy volume to the downside, light volume to the upside. Heavy volume to the downside, light volume to the upside, and then we finally broke it. We're trying to change that trend. So now we'd have to hold, we'll call it $3,000 for support is going to be an important area for us. If we take a look at our cipher here, money flow is in the green right now. VWAP's in the positive. It's at 12.57, but we are losing a little bit of steam there, so we need to get that moving back to the upside. Relative strength right now, take a look at this on the 1-day time frame. We're at 56, so we do have plenty of room to continue to make a nice move to the upside if we can get that continued volume. So really watch these areas for ETH, guys. If you're here for ETH, just put ETH down low. A comment, a smiley face, anything really helps out with the algorithm. And you know, guys, to be honest with you, I don't do this for me. I don't do it for the $7 a video and to deal with, you know, some of the people who harass you and call you every type of name in the book and everything. I do it so that I can reach people to try to help them. I've been in this space for 5 years, and I've went through a lot, and I want to try to save you guys some of the headaches, you know, that I've experienced throughout this entire time. So when I say, you know, for the algorithm, it's just truly to reach more people to try to help them with this stuff. Because guys, like YouTube, believe me, it's not about the money. Right now, average video, maybe $8 a video. That's it. So it's not for that. It's to reach as many people as I can and try to help them is why I'm doing this. So Guys, for Litecoin here, and you know, I've been through a lot. I've been in this space since early 2017, and I've just seen a lot throughout my time. So, all right. So for Litecoin, guys, same deal. What we could do is draw a trend line here. We've had a trend line break. It's been on about average volume. We haven't really gotten that above average volume, so that's what we're going to need. Right now, we're looking to see if we can hold about $165. If that area doesn't hold, we're going to look down to about 154 to 158 is going to be the range. But we're anticipating that this is going to be this push to the upside, maybe consolidation sideways or a little bit of a retracement before we go up and try to push higher and challenge that 200 moving average, which is a 189. We're going to have to get through that on the one-day time frame. It's still acting as overhead resistance. So definitely going to keep an eye on that. If we take a look at the money flows here, money flow is in the green, VWAP's in the positive. It's at 11.38. Same deal, a little bit curvature to the downside, but this stuff can happen, guys. We can curve down, then we just bounce right back up. So we are still in the positive there, really watching that money flow as well. Relative strength right now, if we take a look, relative strength is going to be at 50.70 right now for Litecoin. So the main areas I'd say, guys, holding support, we'll say 140. Then we're going to say up to around that 156. And then it's going to be the 165 we're sitting at now. Overhead resistance, we have to get up above 174. Then it's going to be up there to challenge that 200 moving average, roughly at about 189. And what we're just trying to do is keep this trend changed. Okay, we've been in that short-term downtrend, trying to break out of that and really change the trend, are the main things I'm looking at. So hope you guys get some from this. God bless you all. Take care.